Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You know what, guys? This is it. This is the episode. Start to episode 2, round 2. This is the second take of this goddamn episode. I'll get to that in a second, so let's get this motherfucker started. Alright, guys, so welcome to fucking episode 2 of the fucking trollTime podcast. This is the second take of the episode 2, but before we get into that, let's do all the I guess I gotta do all that boring, like, bullshit stuff, like and subscribe on YouTube. We are now on Spotify, Stitcher, Google, and I think Apple. I think Apple takes the longest to approve, but hopefully in a few more days, hopefully midweek, I'm going to release this maybe tomorrow, but then hopefully by midweek, it should be out on Apple, iTunes. How's the hell to set up, and I don't like Apple, so you guys should fucking thank me that I care about putting this shit on Apple. On top of that, shout out to our sponsors. Yeah, I'm getting better at this, guys. Don't worry. Shout out to our lovely sponsors. And then for all you guys in the internet, in the audio world, here's some ASMR. Can you guess who this week's sponsor is? Oh, that's right. It's fucking Lift Evil again. They fucking took over the initiative, decided to sponsor a podcast in its infancy. I predict good things for this sponsor. I predict they'll stick around for a while, at least as long as this podcast goes on. So yeah, check out Lift Evil. It is a company run by a troll who has no fucking clue what he is doing. He decides to start a podcast and also has no idea what he's doing, but he apparently makes some kind of cool shit and also raps. So grab some Lift Evil gear. Sorry, guys. This is just getting dumber and dumber. And then, so we got raps. We got more raps. That's Lift Evil stuff. Also gonna give a local sponsor because I just got home from vacation. I know you guys are, eager to get orders and probably hear about some fun stuff, but feels good to be home, so I figured I'm gonna sponsor a local, amazingly huge, awesome company that my friend Steph works at, and that is Animal Supplements. Obviously they're not gonna fucking pay me to do this, but I fucking love their shit. And right now I'm about to drink some amino acids, and it's grape. And if you're from the hood, grape should only taste like sugar purple water. Grape should never taste like the fucking fruit grape. Something should taste like sugar purple water. And they fucking nailed it. And I love you guys. And you guys are from New Brunswick. So shop fucking Animal Supplements because they're cool as shit too. And my friend Steph works there and she's dope as fuck. I guess that's it for all the sponsors. So let's get into some. Why is this round 2? Well, because I'm a fucking dumbhead. If you guys saw in the story a couple days ago, at the end of my trip, I ended up in this pretty dope ass hotel, and they had a fucking jacuzzi outdoors, and I was like, oh man, ever since I was in that jacuzzi, I saw that jacuzzi, I was like, I want to do a podcast in the jacuzzi. I thought that'd be fucking wild. I thought that'd be like so like not sexually sexual. I'm like just a big fat guy in a fucking jacuzzi talking shit with microphone and all that stuff. And for the most part, it worked out good. I finally fixed the camera issue. Shout out to my buddy Angel. Angel helped me so much getting this fucking camera. So shout out to him. It took another episode that I did, which I'll get in later, with the same fucked up camera. So that's another issue, but I'll get to that in a second. But shout out to Angel for helping with this camera. So now we have full video finally. The issue was the camera I had was an Sony A6000 techie talk. It was A6000, and apparently this motherfucking camera can only record up to 20 fucking minutes before it turns off and says fuck you. It's a limit on the firmware. I tried to hack it. It didn't work. I thought it was cool. And then I shot a podcast with Ray when I first landed in California for my vacation. And then once we finished the podcast, I fucking realized that the thing only went 20 minutes again. So fucking Sony, you can suck my fucking dick. That fucking camera is really good for pictures, but it's not really good for audio. So anyway, so now I got another one, Panasonic. I already did a pod. I did the other pod. Oh my god, I did so many fucking podcasts, and this is still the second one. What is happening? Well, I did a couple when I was out there. I did one with Jose Baez, and who's a strongman. He's a pro strongman, and Alex, who I call Buttons, or his nickname is Buttons, and he is a part owner worker for Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat, and Jose is also an athlete for Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat. So I did a podcast with them. Camera worked out fucking great. It was in a hotel room. We banged. We broke sofas. It was like man juices everywhere. Oh, yeah, not really, but we had tacos earlier. No, did we have tacos? I had tacos. So there was juices everywhere. Anyway, so camera worked. And then the next day I was like, you know what, man? This is the second to last day of my fucking trip. I'm going to do that fucking podcast episode 2 in the jacuzzi. Me and the fucking jacuzzi and the peoples and the internets and the fucking rage in the universe is going to be so sexual. And then I do the podcast. It ended up being like, well, it wasn't that long. It was long. It was like 45 minutes long, 50 minutes long. I had to get out and reset the timer for the jacuzzi because it was like a 15-minute thing. So I set it almost 3 times, and I just, like, with the chlorine that was in there, I was fucking suffocating. So I know I only lasted, like, I think it was almost 3 turns. But then I get to check the audio when I get here, and I check the audio. Audio's fucking bad. For some reason, I had my audio machine, which I'm actually constantly checking now just to make sure it's all good. It shut out at, like, the second I put the bubblies on. And it had some cool ASMR with the bubblies too. Man, I was so fucking bummed with that podcast. I mean, well, because it didn't work. So I think I might just put it up with like metal music on the internet. Just because I have the video. The video worked great. That's how I know the camera works. The video worked great. The audio's done. So anyway, I'm redoing this. So this is episode 2, take 2. I don't plan to fucking ever do another take 2. But hey, this is the second episode, so god damn it, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I actually have a fucking script too, but I don't know, man. I'm like, so this podcast stuff is cool. You guys have downloaded it a ton. I think it was like 300 downloads almost across all the platforms. Which, for me, I thought it'd be 50. And done, and then I'd lose like 300 followers because you guys are like, this fucking piece of shit talks mad shit. But apparently, no, you guys seem to dig it. So the ones I did with the other guys are really, really funny. We go really out there. A lot of shit talking, or a lot of just stupid talking. So anyway, so I'm gonna commit to this shit, and I'm gonna give it what is it? A gentleman's. Commitment. I don't know what the fucking term is, but I'm gonna fucking go for it. I actually set up a little studio. I was showing it right when I got back. I figured I got back on my trip on Thursday night, so Friday I was like, fuck, I got so much shit to do and catch up on, but I need to get this like podcast, and also I want to do more media now because now I'm a little more motivated to do some media. So anyway, I was like, fuck, man, I gotta reorganize this shit. So I took half a day and and I got some mats. I spent $100 on mats, a carpet, and I got moving mats. If any of you guys that want to know, like you could use moving mats to like muffle sound. So hopefully the sound sounds a lot better. Oh. Anyway, wait. So I fixed all that, right? So that's really cool. And also, do you guys not hear something? Oh, something that was prominent in the first episode. Some people actually called it a surprise guest. I don't hear anything, do you? No, because, that's right. Oh, look, I took out all the fucking batteries of all the fucking fire alarms. I got 4 of them. They were all broken. And now I don't have any fire alarms. But in the reality of it, I don't think I ever cared about safety. So, no more beep. Look, it will be beep, 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 beep. I also did record the sound. I just didn't map it yet. But beep, beep. Anyway, they're all fucking here, guys. So anybody can fucking see them. Fucking dead. Throw those shits on the fucking floor. Fuck you. OSHA, come fucking suck my dick. Also got a little paint stain on me, whatever. So what was I getting on? So yeah, landed, set up my studio. Well, I try to rush to get this set up because I have so much stuff to catch up on. Oh man, that was another thing that happened. God damn. So much shit happened since the first podcast where I was like, I didn't think I was going to talk about much. And then in the last 3 days of my fucking trip, everything fucking goes nuts. Out of nowhere, like 2 days before I fly out, my phone decides to completely break on me. So I had to get a new phone. I still can't get into all my emails on this fucking phone because I thought I synced it up, but anybody ever gets a new phone, there's always something that you miss when you sync it up. There's always something that never lines up. All my emails for Lift Evil are done through IMAP, so I use a separate account, and they weren't working. And then also, when I flew out there, something happened on my website, so all my actual emails people would email me and it would get bounced back like, oh, this email doesn't exist. So fuck, man. The second I went on vacation trying to unwind, all this shit breaks. So I'm like, fuck. And then right when I'm about to come back, all this shit breaks. I'm like, fuck, man. I don't get a fucking break. But yeah, so let's get back to that the podcast really quick, the second episode, because there was something really funny I wanted to do. I know I'm all over the place, guys. You're going to have to fucking deal with it. That's how my mind fucking works. But this is, so the second podcast, I've been doing the ammonia on all the podcasts, except for Alex and Buttons, I forgot to. But with Ray, we did this one called Cock Punch. That fucked me up. First one I did the ammonia, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. And that was fun. And I was like, oh, and I was talking to Alex and Buttons on the podcast, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do ammonia in the fucking jacuzzi. And then Alex is like, you can't mix ammonia and chlorine. It's going to make mustard gas. And I'm like, what? And I don't think it does. I don't think it is. I think he's mixing it up with bleach and ammonia or whatever. Whatever that fucking... I'm so bad with chemicals. I really need to learn about what chemicals are not good because I used to throw all these chemicals on my hands. But anyway, I got so scared about it, I decided not to do the ammonia. Ooh, you guys probably heard that. I decided not to do the ammonia in the jacuzzi, and I'm like, I kind of really wanted to try it, but then I didn't want to risk getting suffocated. And then today, I'm just kind of tired. I've had a long ass day. I just came back from helping my buddy Will at his signature gym. So I'm just like, you know what, man, I don't want to take ammonia. I just want to kind of do this episode and just relax a bit. Feels good to be back home, though. But, so before I get into catching up, let's look at my script here. I did, I did this. I did that. Oh, man. Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the trip. Let's have some fun with that. The trip was a vacation I booked in October because I couldn't so when you work in like kind of like a clothing or let's say like whatever the fuck you want to call this kind of brand, you really have windows that you can work. And October to Christmas is kind of the whole Black Friday Christmas run is like a run, like a marathon run. You don't sleep. I haven't slept since since the summer. So then I knew that whole thing was a run, so I knew I had to book something in October for January before I kick up again. But then, because of this whole pandemic year, I usually take a kind of like a little break in the summer. I ended up in the hospital for almost 2 weeks, but I don't really consider that a vacation because I couldn't get myself to shut off. I was still drawing. I was still worrying about if these releases are going to look good. So that wasn't a vacation. And the whole pandemic thing, before that. So I basically haven't had much more than like a few personal days off since the whole pandemic happened. So I decided to just go with this vacation. Obviously, I booked it in October thinking that the fucking corona shit's going to chill and all this stuff. And by the time it gets to Christmas, it's pandemic number 2. Everyone's fucking going nuts. So, and then my whole family was like, no, you can't leave. You're not going to come back. Or whatever. And I'm looking around. I was like, I don't think it could be much worse than here. So I ended up going. It wasn't much. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not going to fucking say this whole thing. I'm not going to get into any of this politics stuff. But I have a lot of friends that are nurses, and I know all the stress that they're going through. So it was very much real, so I'm not going to get into it, but I made sure to be very careful when I was out there, so it wasn't that bad for me, because I basically was isolated. If I wasn't at the gym, I was driving in my car in the woods, or on the beach. I slept so much on the beach. Anyway, so, fucking fly to California, I fucking land in Sacramento, and I meet up with Dad Mod. You guys know him as Dad Mod or Ray Luna, and then Gina. I stayed at their place for a couple of days. That was amazing. I got to hang out with so many cool people. I got to befriend Gina's cat, and I don't like cats. I'm not a cat person, so for me to befriend a cat was pretty wild. Got to hang out with Ray. We got to lift. I got to lift at Untamed Strength. That's a fucking dope ass gym that had all the fucking strongman stuff. And I was really trying to stick on my training. It sucks because I was on vacation. I'm trying to unwind. Well, it doesn't suck. It's actually pretty cool, man, because it's like out here in Jersey land, it's not that much about there's a lot of strongmen. Don't get me wrong. There's a ton of strongmen. But the powerlifting culture is way more prominent. I would say prominent is the better word. It's way more prominent out here. There's more powerlifting gyms, focused powerlifting gyms than there are strongman gyms. When I went out there, holy shit, there's just so many strongman gyms. What the fuck? I guess it's the weather? I don't know. But I consider this because I have a competition now in 2 weeks on the 31st. So I was like, fuck, that's going to be kind of me getting into my peaking. So I figured I'd consider this like kind of my strongman Jedi training and go train with as many cool people as I can. And I got to learn so much shit. So I was out there with Ray. I was like, they showed me a couple little things out there. What the fuck happened? What else happened? With Ray. We just fucking balled out, man. That shit was funny. I got to bomb his stuff in his booty shorts, and I don't think that gym is used to big trolls and booty shorts. So I thought they were like looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And then I'm trying to think of what happened in Sacramento. I can't believe it's like not even a week ago, and I'm just trying to think of all the stuff. I ate so much food. Oh my God, I ate so much food out there. Anyway, let's move on. We went to I decided to leave Sacramento and I was gonna go down to Fresno, meet up with some people, meet up with Pablo and I forgot Los Baños. I don't know. And then I decided to go I want to go to the woods. I love the woods. When I travel usually to away from cities. So I was with people. So I was like, I think I need a break in the mountains. So I drive towards the mountains. Second I leave Sacramento, I get a speeding ticket like instantly, which I was kind of fucking pissed off about because I was only going 78 in like a 50, and you don't get tickets for doing that. That's stupid. So then I was like, fuck this. So then I keep going to the mountains. I hang out in a couple of towns, like gold mining towns, because I don't know if you guys watch Gold Rush, but I love Gold Rush. Gold Rush, Whitewater. Gold Rush, Dave Turns, whatever. The new one with Freddie Dodge, which is actually pretty cool because they talk about starting up gold mines. The original Gold Rush, all these side adventures of Gold Rush. It's on Discovery Channel, people. If you haven't watched Gold Rush, you're really missing out. I've watched every fucking episode of every fucking season. So there's no way I am not going to visit some of these gold towns. I was like, I have to check this shit out. So I did that, and I was making my way towards Yosemite, and I've been in California before, but I've always in the winter, so I never got to see Yosemite. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can get a chance to see Yosemite, because I always used to go to Mammoth to go snowboarding, which is on the other side. And I was like, oh, okay, let's drive there. And I take this road, and man, fuck, my butthole's still tight from this road. It's like, fuck, man. Like, I drove in Iceland. Well, I didn't drive in Iceland. I was in cars in Iceland. We did a couple of back camping trips in Iceland, and those roads are scary. Those roads are the kind of roads that you hold on to the oh shit handle, and your butthole is like, If you guys can see this butthole, like, if you can see it in the camera, I can't see through my fingers. That's kind of like, I could fucking squeeze a penny in my butthole. That's how tight this shit was. Like, you know those machines where you crank and you can fucking flatten a penny? That's how tight my butthole was. And those are those roads in Iceland, and they're cool. And then I was like, oh man, I never want to drive on these roads. And then I get this fucking road that I go on. It was like Route 49 or something. Oh, it's all chill. And then I'm in this car, which I absolutely fucking hated this car I rented. It was way too fancy for me, just like Chevy Malibu. But I'm in this car. I got a quarter tank of gas left. I got 30 miles to go. I think this quarter tank of gas will be fine. And suddenly for 20 miles, I hit this 20-mile stretch where it's just incline, like straight 15-degree fucking incline. And it's 15-degree incline on turns that literally, like, fuck, man. Like, you're on the edge. It's at least it was paved, but there's no fucking railing. It's just enough for a two-car road. It was a little narrow at some parts. And it's one of those things where it's like you're riding the edge of a cliff, and let's say the cliff is your finger, and it's literally that tight of a fucking turn where you gotta like ride up ride up my finger. You ride up the finger, and you gotta turn around. So it's almost like a 90-degree fucking turn on a 15-degree incline, and there's no fucking railing, and I'm on the outside lane the whole fucking time. So I'm literally not going more than 15 miles an hour. I put my music to like super slow, like Acid King, or like I think I had Dope Smoker on, just because I couldn't go fast. I couldn't think about anything fast, and I could not be without music because I was so stressed. It was gorgeous, but I was fucking stressed. I think I have a video I shot of it, so I'll probably really quick just cut to a view of it. But yeah, Route 49. So I'm like riding up it. It's like 15 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. And I'm just like, oh, I hate these fucking roads. And I'm looking at my gas the whole time. And halfway through, I look at my gas, and my gas just says empty. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, fuck, how am I going to do this? I'm going to be stuck on these mountain roads. I was like, okay, I turned off the AC. I turned off the radio at this point. I turned off everything in the fucking car. I'm still going fucking 15 miles an hour. My butthole is so tight. I didn't think this thing would ever fucking end. And then the fucking gas light comes on. And when you know the gas light comes on, you're fucked. And it was like the miracle, like a troll miracle. I don't know what the fuck happened. This is also like the funniest thing that happened. The second it was like, I'm done. This is it. I'm gonna be stuck out here. I hit a town, and then I hit a town with a gas station. And the town is called Bear Valley. So before I can go, fuck, I need to get some gas. I take out my phone and I see this sign that says Bear Valley, and then I fucking take a picture and I tag all my big fat buddies. And then I'm like, oh, I'm laughing so hard. And I'm laughing so hard for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh shit, I got no gas. I gotta run. So I fucking, so that we fucking shot at the gas station. We're fine. We Gucci. We did that. I think that was like the dumbest part of my trip. Other than sleeping on the beach everywhere. I'm just drinking some meninos. Anyway, whatever. Fast forward. Get to some town near Yosemite. Decided I wanted to go to Yosemite, but Yosemite was 3 fucking hours to go in, jerk off and loop around in Yosemite, and then come out. And it was all foggy. I didn't want to go into Yosemite if it was all foggy. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'll shoot down to LA. I was like a 7-hour fucking drive. So pew, 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 zoo, zoo. Play some fucking Daft Punk music. Fucking falling asleep because of sleep apnea. So I fucking... For any of you guys that have sleep apnea, you know how hard it is to fucking drive an endless 7 fucking hours. You last 30 minutes, and no matter what happens, you're going to fall asleep. You're going to doze off. Taking I-99 or whatever the fuck this road is in California that is super fucking narrow. If you fucking doze off and you try and swerve a little bit, you hitting another car. It doesn't matter like how small your fucking car is. These lanes are so fucking narrow. So I fucking was like, fuck, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it alive. Keep fucking falling asleep. I'm dozing off. I had this crazy fucking drive on this fucking Route 49. I've had it for today. And then so, you know what, let's just take a break, pull up to a Target, fucking take a little Target parking lot nap. Any of you guys have sleep apnea, you know that it's always a good thing to take a little fucking cat nap at a parking lot somewhere. So then I wake up, get more coffee. I think I had like 4 or 5 cups of coffee already, and it was only like 3 hours in. And I got 4 hours, and then I discovered I always listen to music when I drive. I don't know. I'm a music guy. I love music. The second I got home, the first thing I did coming out of the fucking airport was I put on Monster Magnet, because Monster Magnet is scumbag Jersey stoner metal. And then I put on Eton Concrete. So I'm very much in tune with music. Like, it's just like a big part of me. So I was like, oh man, I can't drive with music. I keep falling asleep. And then it was like 4.5 hours. And I ended up putting fucking Massonomics podcast on. And I was like, this shit fucking worked. I got to listen to their podcast. I don't get that much chances to always listen because I'm always working. But I realized I don't fall asleep when I'm listening to some people talk. I fall asleep with music because I guess I know the music. So for all you guys who have sleep apnea and you can't fucking drive, put on a podcast. If you don't think you're a podcast guy while driving, you might be if you're falling asleep because you have something to focus on. So anyway, I once I figured that out, we had another drive to San Diego the next day for like 2 hours. Put on that podcast again. Fucking all. I think if you Massonomics guys, if you guys are listening, your podcast cured sleep apnea. I don't think anybody's ever fucking claimed that one, huh? Fucking, you guys are like a living, talking CPAP for the day. Yo, my God. Seriously, man, if you guys... I brought my CPAP with me, but I don't like using it all the time, man. And I know it's amazing, but fuck that machine. It's like... It's on you, and it's so like almost so like evasive or it's almost like intrude. No, not intrude. It's uncomfortable, man. And but it helps. But fucking even on vacations, I want to drive. I don't want to fall asleep on the road, so I had to use it. But yeah, fuck it. Fuck that. I wish I could sleep normally, but I'm too fat. Yeah, and then no, I mean the doctor said I'm getting sidetracked here, guys. The doctor actually said, I remember this. He goes, it doesn't mean your size, is causing the sleep apnea. I've seen guys that are like $150 and they have apnea too. But then he looks at me, he goes, but you are pretty big. I'm like, fuck you, man. Fucking suck a dick. Anyway, let's kind of this trip. What else? I get to California. I've been in California. I get to Los. I wasn't in Los Angeles. I hate Los Angeles, by the way. I fucking lived there for 5 months a few years ago. Fuck Los Angeles. I went to San Bernardino. I went next to San Bernardino, where my buddy Alex lives in La Verne. La Verne. I know he hates it when I say La Verne. And I don't even know what the right pronunciation is. It's probably something Spanish, which I'm butchering because I'm Spanish and I can speak Spanish. But, oh, my light just went out. So, you know what? La Verne. We're going to call it La Verne. Next to San Bernardino. And anyway, went out there. I was only there for a day because I didn't really care about the whole area. No offense to anybody that lives there, but kind of over it. But I did get to hang out. I did get to do two really cool things. Got to continue my strongman Jedi training at a gym called Big Speed and Strength. If I remember it correctly, Big Speed and Strength with Jacob Finnerty. Jacob Finnerty is a pro strongman. Trains with Martins. I didn't know that he was also like part owner of the training hall with Ode and Martins. That was cool. But either way, regardless, his gym is fucking dope. Everybody in there is fucking really nice. I got to do the strongman Saturday with him. And that dude is strong as all fucking hell. And he has a ton of other strong guys in there. And he was giving me tips on log. He was giving me so many tips on log. And then he was giving me tips on the strongman events. I was asking him, kind of little questions here and there. I'll say the biggest one, I like talking about training, but I'm not like an accomplished fucking lifter, so it just sounds like a noob talking about training. But I'll say, fuck, man, the biggest tip that he gave me that was really cool, and I never used it, is when I do overhead press, the second I press it, my head's, and this is probably something that everyone's like, you fucking dumb, this is obvious. But when I press it, my head always is like shooting forward, I'm trying to lock it out. And he's like, nah, man. He's like, you press, you lean back, and you look up, and you fucking keep pressing until you're almost done, and then you lock your head through. And then that trick, I was like, wow, that helped me a ton. And then the biggest one he helped me was transitioning from powerlifting to strongman. I don't really know like techniques and tricks, and the log event, I'm doing a novice strongman, but the log isn't that heavy for me. It's only a 215 log. And I got, with 190 that day, I got 15 reps. I was also a little bit tired because of the day before. But anyway, so I got 15 reps at 190. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's okay. But I gassed out real bad in the shoulders. And then I was asking, I was like, dude, do you use only strict press, because that's what I was doing, until your shoulders die, and then you use leg drive? And he's like, no, you and I was telling him, I was like, because I've been doing the leg drive stuff, but my knees hurt. And then he was like, well, are you pushing your knees forward or like a curtsy sideways? So I was like, oh, like forward. So I tried to stop doing that. He goes, dude, every rep, use your legs first, curtsy them to the side, hip down like a squat, and rank it back up, like shoot it up, and then when you're coming back down, get back into that curtsy position already, so you're ready to drive it out. So I was like, oh fuck, that's fucking cool as fuck. All right, cool. So I want to keep that in mind. And fuck, man, that was like little things you never realize. The next day I did log, so I did 190 for 15 that day. When I went down to San Diego with Jose and Buttons, I did 200 for 20. fuck. So like that gave me literally 5 reps, and I got 2 more weeks left. I was like, so that was a really cool one. So anyway, so I hang out with them. Super cool gym, super fucking awesome. Alex also takes me to the kind of fat warehouse, and I got to hang out and check it out. It was really just me and Buttons. I didn't get to go see him again, but I got to hang out with Mina and get lunch with her after. She's also a part owner and worker at Kind of Fat, and she's super fucking nice. I'm going to send you bagels, Mina, so don't worry about that. Oh, yeah, he also showed up with bagels at Ray's place. Anyway, so I get to, I have, and it's really cool. So, like, I'm all about learning and trying to, like, always improve my shit. The way I improve myself is I look at what other people are doing, and I'm never like, wow, they're fucking stupid. Look at how they do their thing. I can't do that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I see something obviously wrong, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing it that way. But I have done that. But now I've become in the habit of I'm looking only for what they're doing that I'm not doing. So, going into their warehouse. Their warehouse was just an inventory warehouse. They have an actual office. But man, they were all organized and just seeing that shit motivated the fuck out of me. So I came here, so I set the studio up because it was the fastest, quickest thing to do. And then I was like, all right, cool. Now I need to work on getting all the inventory stuff set up and more organized. So that was super cool to see. And I'm always seeing what other people are doing, and I'm always trying to be like, fuck, okay, what can I do to get on that level or be better? And so that was really cool to see their shit. So I don't know if it'll help me, but it definitely motivated me to do better. So I guess that's cool. So anyway, so that was Los Angeles, San Bernardino, and La Verne. So basically, it was hang out with Buttons. It was the big speed and strength gym. A lot of cool food in the Kind of Fat warehouse. And then drive down more Massonomics podcast because I'm fucking sleep apnea. And then we get to San Diego. And San Diego, I stayed a longer time than I thought I was. I thought I was going to split my trip a little more evenly. But man, San Diego's fucking dope. There's more beaches. Fucking Mexico's right next to the border, so you can go party in Mexico if you want it. I don't have a passport right now, so I really can't. But fucking yeah, I would every morning. I hung out. I went to meet up at night. We hung out with Jose and Buttons, Alex, and Jose's girlfriend Stella. All super nice. Oh my God, Jose is a pro strongman for Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat. He won 3rd at America's Strongest Man. He's fucking insanely nice, and he's super strong. And I think he's going to go for the American Log World Record, I think in March. We talked about that on his podcast, but I don't see him not going for 500 and actually breaking the world record. So I got my money on Jose Baez. So anyway, so I would wake up every morning, go get Mexican food. And Mexican food is a fucking truth down there. Holy shit. Buttons took me to an okay pizza spot. So I'm not gonna rip on a pizza because it was New York style pizza done really well. The bagels still suck dick all over California. In-N-Out is fucking trash. Wienerschnitzel. Oh my God, I was so let down by Wienerschnitzel. This thing looked like this little fucking hut, and it's so cute. And I'm like, you know what? That's a hot dog place. In New York, we have Nathan's, I guess New York is where the whole hot dog culture started. Chicago, like everything else you do, like with pizza, you fucked up the fucking hot dog. You're putting fucking the whole fucking kitchen thing on there. You have this hot dog has become a casserole, and you lose the meaning of the hot dog like you do with your fucking pizza. So anyway, I go, Wienerschnitzel, that sounds so fucking fun. let's go try some Wienerschnitzel. And I was so excited. Ordered some basic hot dogs with sauerkraut and mustard, because that's how you do it. You keep it simple, and you get some fries. The fries were okay. But man, those hot dogs suck dick. I was so disappointed. So, Wienerschnitzel sucks too. The Habit was good. Habit Burger is really good. Tried that. I got a couple recommendations for Habit Burger, so you guys are cool. So I didn't mind that. Anyway, in San Diego, I'm getting all my sands messed up. I don't know. Hopefully this. San Diego. San Diego, man, the Mexican food is the truth. You order an enchilada, like a whole meal of an enchilada, and it comes out to $6. And you're like, $6 for a whole meal? That can't be a fucking whole meal. I got to order now another whole meal. That's like $7. Let's get this fucking... Oh, what is this? A mega loaded supreme quesadilla, chicken quesadilla? $5? That can't be a whole loaded meal. Let's get 3 more tacos on the side. That sounds like a price of New York Mexican food. Let's go for it. And you get this food, and it's literally 3 full adult meals, and they taste so good. And oh my god, dude! Like I was close to fucking passing out every day, because I was eating so much food. And then every morning I would eat this like Mexican, like tortas or whatever, go to the beach, lay down on the beach and just fall asleep for 2 fucking hours or an hour and a half or whatever. And I'm like, I hope nobody mugs me. I'm just a big fat troll fucking sleeping on this beach. So I put my phone under my t-shirt, so nobody can steal my phone. And then, I would just sleep on the beach. I think the worst one I did, though, was I went to Ocean Beach, and there's this place called Hodad's. And I didn't know anything about Hodad's. And my mom is like, you got to go to Hodad's. And I'm like, what the fuck is Hodad's? And she goes, it's a burger place. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go there, and I ordered a burger. I was like, all right, let me get a double cheeseburger with everything on it. Why is it $15 fucking just for the burger? Oh, whatever. Let me get a double cheeseburger, everything on it, and then let me get a large fry. I go, okay. So then I get the food. I get the bag. I don't even look in the bag. I just go, wow, this is heavy. And then I go to the beach. I sit on the beach, and I think Ocean Beach is like Venice Beach. It's full of a lot of like, I don't want to say homeless people, but I guess like if you know Venice Beach, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just like a lot of weird people, a lot of characters. It's a place you shouldn't fall asleep for a few hours if you are completely by yourself on the beach, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I opened the bag and I go, what the fuck is this? This thing is bigger than the size of my fist. And I was like, this is not the fucking burger. This is like the sack of fries, right? Wrapped up in a ball. I unwrap it and I'm like, oh, this is a fucking burger. This is a monster burger. I can't even. I was taking a little video of it. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna eat this fucking burger? I can't even hold the fucking burger closed with one hand. The thing was like fucking falling open. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna eat this? And I still got the fries, and I was like, fuck. So I eat the burger. Oh my god, I was like fucking food all over me. Like all the juices dripped on my beard, dripped on my shirt. Every fucking seagull was like lined up next to me, like about to fucking attack me the second I fall asleep, because they knew I was gonna fall asleep and gonna steal all my fucking food. Ate all that burger, and then I ate all the fries. Fuck. And then before I could pass out, I had all this food. Like I was a mess. I was like worse than like anybody there. Like I looked probably the grimiest of everybody. Fucking, oh my god. I fucking get this burger. I lay down on the beach and I passed the fuck out for like 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. I'm just laying there. My belly was like, oh my god. And I wake up. I'm like, my phone was in my hand. I didn't get a chance to like tuck my phone. My phone was in my hand. I'm like, how the fuck did I fall asleep for 2 hours? And nobody fucking take my phone or nothing. Am I that scary? I was like, yes, the troll lives to tell another day. And I was like, yes. Anyway, wrap that up. get out of California. Well, I finished a couple days. I did some training with Jose. What else did I do? I ate more food. I had the family house of pancakes, which is the original. That was good. I ate that twice in like 2 hours. I ordered it twice. If I like a place, I want to go back and order it right away. So I've done that. Did some training. Hung out. Drew a bit. Oh yeah, that's a good segue into all the next stuff. So anyway, I get back. I finish my trip. Fly back. I'm just looking at my notes. That was pretty much a trip. I'll tell you though, man. Fuck. You could tell you have a good trip when you forget you have all the work you have waiting for you. Like, I needed that. That shit was a wild fucking trip. It was relaxing. It was fun. And the most important thing was, like, yes, I talked about work. I did, like, a little podcast here and there. I didn't think about work. I wasn't stressed about work. I just said, fuck it. I'm not doing anything really for 2 weeks. And I had people email me and all that shit. I can't really do anything until I get here anyway. So, but, yeah, man. If you guys are stressed, man, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you're working. I used to, like, when I did my animation stuff, I would do 80-hour weeks regularly. If you do not take fucking time off for your mental health, I don't give a fuck how important that fucking job is. If that job can't wait a few fucking days for you to get your shit straight and relaxed, then fuck that job. I'm sorry. Obviously don't take off in the middle of a crunch when you're due in 2 fucking days. But if you're done with a project, and I would get rolled in from one project straight to the other, and I'd be like, I don't want to talk about anime. I mean, you know what? I'll mention. So one things that they do is when you're full time, you don't get paid overtime. You almost never get paid overtime in animation. I think that's a myth now. But you would you get comp time. So for as many, and then the way it worked at my old job, this one place, PsyOp, you would get every 1 hour you worked overtime, you would get like an hour of vacation, compensation time, whatever. I was on this one fucking job, this Michelin commercial job. And fuck, dude, I didn't sleep for like 2 months, and then or a month and a half. His job came out great, looked great, did really cool. But in this month and a half, I accumulated with all the overtime and all the weekend time, like almost 20 to 22 days of vacation, like compensation time. So had it all logged. And then this was also like right before I quit that fucking. This is the reason why I fucking quit that place. And you're burnt out. You spent literally almost 2 months no sleeping, and the second you're fucking done, they roll you into another fucking job right away. And me being a supervisor, they roll you in early, so it's like job. And I was like, no, hold on. I just finished this monster job. I have literally like 22 fucking days of vacation comp time I earned. I want to take some of it. I can't take it all because it's a month, but I would like to take some of it, and because I can't fucking take another job right now because I'm like fucking dead. And I remember my supervisor telling me, well, 22 days is kind of a lot. If you need more than 5, then something is wrong. And I'm like, what? I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? Something else? I earned 22 days of like overtime. I want my 22 fucking days of overtime. You're only going to give me 5? And then they were like, I remember they were like, oh, we'll give you like 7. I was like, no, I want my fucking 22 days. So then this is when I had my yearly review. And they didn't really give you kind of a bonus or anything, which was bullshit. So the last year they didn't give me a bonus or a raise, so I stuck with it, whatever. And then this year I was like, I want a bonus, I want a raise, and I want my fucking 22 days. And like, well, we can't really give you all of that. And I just walked out of my review. I said, fuck this. And then 2 weeks later, you know what it is? I guess it's like moments like that you realize it doesn't matter how much money they give you. And I was making good money. I'm not going to lie. I was making really good money. And then I was going to come back and talk to them about getting a raise. And then the supervisor, she's like, oh, well, you just had this review. I'm actually going on vacation right now, which is ironic, right? And she's like, I'll be back in 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a couple days off and we'll talk in 2 weeks about whatever. And then those 2 weeks came. I already made up my mind I was going to quit because I made the realization. And I know it's a stupid realization, and I know everyone always tells you, but it's different when you realize something instead of people just telling you. Like if for anybody that's ever been depressed or down, yeah, people say fucking get out of it, stop being a fucking cunt about it. But it's only until you realize it. You'll always still stay depressed or stay down or stay in this whatever mood you're in until you yourself realize, like, fuck, I got to get up and start moving. I don't care how many people tell me shit. If I don't realize it myself, it ain't going to happen. So with this, I was like, man, you know what? Even if they give me like $10,000 or $15,000 raise or whatever the fuck it is, I was like, I'm not happy. That's not going to make me any much more happier. I need time for myself. I'm getting a cramp sitting. Oh, I just broke the fucking chair. Fuck. It's another chair. This is a good chair. This is a little zero gravity chair. Fuck. Oh. Anyway, I realized. God damn it, people. God damn it. I broke a fucking chair. This chair was rated for 400 pounds, man. Anyway, I realized, I was like, man, I don't give a fuck how much money they're going to give me. They're never going to give me my time off. I know this company, and they never will give me my time off. So I quit. I said, fuck this shit. I quit. And I ended up working for them freelance, but when you work freelance, you take contract jobs. So you could work a few months and then take a few months off, and you could kind of tell them when you're available and when you're not available. It's completely up to you. So I used to do freelance, so I went back to freelance. And, I mean, it was still hard as fuck on jobs, but I had more time to myself. And then that's when Lift Evil started, and then I ended up splitting 50-50. So anyway, about vacation, guys. If you know you're burnt out, man, take time off. Your mental health is so much more important than whatever the fuck you're working on usually, man. I can't, and I don't want to get too serious, but I can't iterate that much more. It's so important. So anyway, so I get back, so much shit to do. I have so many emails, guys. This is probably going to go up in like tomorrow, and whoever does listen to it, if you have an email, if you have an order waiting, I'm getting to it. There's a lot. The only two things I am focused on before I even do a new release is my Doomboxes. I am literally looking at the statues right there and these orders. I got my brother helping me with doing the statues for the Doombox. I'm going to do a video explaining the process behind all the statues. A big issue of the delay was Corona hit. It was really hard to get supplies. And then when I expected to get the supplies, it was when a big release happened, because I had to still do the releases. And then I had nobody working for me, so I could only do one thing at a time. So I finally got a buddy to help me. And then when I would still order supplies, it would get delayed. Now I have everything. I'm good to go. I just need to finish them. I got 120 out. No, 140 out. I need to get like 60 more. And then I'm done. All the boxes. That's the last of all the boxes ever. No more Doombox. No more Doombox. Anyway, so right now, I got back home. The only two things on my head is Doomboxes and orders. And obviously, I guess this podcast, right? Because I'm doing this podcast right now. I'm probably going to get a DM from people when I post this podcast. Oh, hey, how about the Doombox? I literally was setting up this fucking studio, and I posted a picture of the studio, and I got a DM for somebody saying, well, how about the Doombox? And I'm like, I was like, I have it on my list. I have it scheduled to do for 2 things. Like, first off, I was like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But Jesus, man, like, fuck. I had one question. This drove me nuts. I don't want to bitch. But you know what? I'm going to talk shit because it's my fucking podcast, so fuck it. I go on vacation, and I guess the hardest thing anybody tries to, I guess the hardest thing you got to learn from running a business is customer support, especially for me, who I never had to deal with customer support. I've always just been like the artist, the hired artist, do this, do that. I started supervising, so I started learning how to deal with a team, but never had to deal with customer support. Anyway, you get aggressive emails here and there, and I get really aggressive emails that out of nowhere, like, oh, my package didn't come in 3 or 4 weeks. It says it's been shipped. I want a refund right now before you tell me what is happening. I just want my money back. And I'm like, okay, well, first off, I shipped it. It might have gotten lost in the mail. In November, guys, I'm not complaining. This is what it is. I think I lost like 80 fucking orders in the mail. So I've sent out 80 orders twice. But I don't actively check all these orders. So I'll send out all these orders. If I don't hear back, I assumed everybody got them. So you get these emails in 3 or 4 weeks, like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get my thing. Are you ever going to ship it? I'm like, I did. I'm sorry you didn't get it. I will instantly ship you another one. Anybody that has emailed me knows this. I'll ship you another one right away. Once I send it to USPS, I can't control it. But I remember I was on the road, and this is the fucking crazy road. This is the Route 49, the death road, where my butthole was like, And I said, hey guys, I'm on the road. Anybody have any fun questions, or you want to entertain me because I'm just on the road? And one fucking dude just goes, hey, so when are you gonna get back to shipping orders? I'm like, what the fuck? I literally get out of my fucking car and just take a picture of the scenery, going, I don't even know where the fuck I am right now. I was like, I shouldn't have probably done that, but I let it get to me a little bit. But so anyway, so that's kind of the stress you deal with even on vacation time and stuff. So I am complaining a little bit, but it just is what it is. You gotta learn to deal with it, and I don't think a lot of small companies talk about it. Everyone always says like, oh, it's fun, doing this, but nobody really talks about like the hard shit. And I think for me, the hard shit, yes, is keeping up with emails, and because I'll see the emails and I know there's like, oh, these orders. I'd rather just get to working on the orders because if I'm writing emails, I can't work on orders. So I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at customer service. But I'll tell you, man, for me, that's the hardest fucking thing, is just keeping up with the logistics side of it, because I've never took a business class ever. Never took anything like that. So I'm just a worker, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to make, so anyway, so that's what I'm coming back to. So I'm just trying to take care of all the emails, get all these orders out. I got some, and then working on some new designs. I guess the other update is, other than the Doom Vault box, is the women's shorts and bras. Sorry. The women's shorts and bras, half have come, and I've shipped whatever I can. The other half, I literally just got back Thursday. I got my email fixed on my phone because I told you my phone broke, so I can't email the guy on the weekend. So I'm going to email him tomorrow. But the warehouse, the place I get everything made in Jersey, the guy's factory got hit with COVID pretty bad, which sucks. And then they do a lot of work for all the schools in the area. So half the factory had to, the whole factory shut down, waited for everyone to get back. And it took a couple weeks. And then that backed everybody up big time. They got more stuff, more blah, 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 schools and this and that. So my little booty shorts and the bras got set back a bit. And I apologize to everybody, but they are coming. They should be arriving this week. That's what the guy told me. When he says, by the time I get back from vacation, they should be here. So he is in Jersey. I can always just go pick them up if they're done. It's only like an hour and a half drive. So that's the only other update with that. Shorts, boxes. Oh, so okay, I'm gonna finish up with this because I think we just hit an hour. And I don't think you guys really want to hear me fucking talk for so much longer because I don't even want to hear myself fucking talk this much longer. Let's talk 2021 real quick, and then we'll close it off with that. 2021. What do I have planned? What do I not have planned? Well, let's start off with 2020. I had a lot of shit fucking planned. A lot of shit planned. A lot of cool little projects. A lot of going to War on the Shore in Cali, going to USPA Nationals in Ohio, going to the Arnold, doing all this, doing all that. Corona hit. Everything fucked up. So all of 2020 literally got thrown in the fucking dumpster. And then I still made it out of 2020 okay. So because of that, the whole fucking Corona thing is still going on. So I don't have much planned for 2021. I have ideas, but I'm just going to freeball it for now until this Corona thing is over because you can't predict any meets. You can't predict this. You can't predict that. So I'm just going to work on releases right now and get some cool stuff. I'm going to do leggings soon. Leggings are going to be awesome. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not making fucking male leggings because I get only 4 people to fucking ask me for them. So I'm not making a whole release of 4 leggings. You guys can size up on the women's stuff and just get some women leggings. That's what I do, buddy. And with the booty shorts too, I'm a size 3XL, 44 waist. I think I'm a 44 waist. I'm a 50-inch butt, guys. If you guys haven't known that, I measured myself. I got a 50-inch badunka-dunk. All right, anyway. Anyway, so I got some cool designs coming up. I have a queue of designs ready to start. And the one thing, if you guys are actually still listening to this thing, please fucking comment. Comment, DM me, let me know you're listening to this part because there is something that I want to do as an artist. So me as an artist, I'm not selling out. I don't want to think of it as selling out. People probably think of it as selling out because I always do dark, super detailed designs. I like color, but as a designer, I've realized to make a better design, my shit needs to read further away. That being said, shit needs to be slightly simpler. Yes, there's going to be details, there's going to be cool shit in there, but I also want to work on making cleaner designs as well. I feel like that's what's going to advance me as an artist. But every time I try and do like a logo t-shirt, I always end up scrapping it because I'm like, oh, people just want to see fucking crazy sketches of metal. Nobody just wants to see a shirt that says Lift Evil on it. I did release a shirt with this crest and it was okay, but every time I start to do something again, my head just says, fuck it, nobody wants that, so I throw it away. So if you guys want to see cool, like simpler logo tees, it'll say Lift Evil, maybe a little skull or something, hit me up, let me know. Like, literally, like, because it's the one thing I want to do, but my brain just is always telling me no. And I don't know, man. It's an internal battle. So that's one thing I really want to work on is cleaning up some designs, making like a couple logo tees. I did some before, so please let me know. It helped me like just figure this shit out. I got an Odin design coming up that I tried to do last Black Friday, if you guys remember. Last year I tried to do a D&D design with a dragon, and that was also being done in pixel art, and it just never sat right with me, so I kind of said fuck it. And then on vacation I was drawing and I was looking at it and I was like, you know what, maybe I could bring it back and do it not as a pixel drawing but as a normal drawing with color. So I'm going to bring back the D&D design and do that one and co-release it with a new War Party, because obviously War Party was themed off of Warhammer. So it'd be cool to do like that kind of release again, like how I did the War Party with this Warlord shirt I did. Wraps are in full effect. I got them approved. I mean, it sucks that you have to pay so much to get them. Not that much. It's not USAPL money. USAPL, you can suck my dick. But it's still like $750. $750 just to get them approved, just to get them on a list. Well, anyway, they are USPA approved, so wraps are there. If you guys love them, I don't want to reach over and get them because they're right over there on the floor, and I'm kind of fat. I don't want to reach over. But wraps are going. What else do I got planned? I got a bunch of other designs I really don't want to say right now. Oh, but for what's coming up soon at the end of January, the Handmade in Hell comp design, I'm doing it in that pink blue fade. So that's going to be cool. I did a teaser of that recently, or while I was on vacation, and you guys fucking loved it. The new Cthulhu, I'm putting on a hoodie, and then I'm also taking the sleeve. I'm taking the sweatpant skull and tentacle art, and I'm putting that on the sleeves of the hoodie. So that's going to be cool as fuck. I think on the back, I'm just going to put Lift Evil, like just Lift Evil, because I don't want to make a back design for it, because I don't think I can find anything that fits. Oh, that's a funny thing. So a lot of guys always go, hey, man, you did this design, but it'd be really fucking cool if you drew a back design for it. And I'm like, well, there isn't. So fuck it. Or they'll be like, hey, man, I would totally have bought in this shirt if you put it on the back instead of the front. I'm like, well, sorry, I didn't. And the way I do designs is I actually design for the shirt. So obviously the comp tee is a front shirt, but sometimes I'll do a design and I'll purposely go like, okay, this is going to be a back design. So I'll do something for the front. Or if I do something for a front design with like the logo Lift Evil over it and, you know, like a big thing or whatever, I kind of keep it into that shirt. Like I kind of design it like for that shirt as is. I don't, unless the design needs more, like the War Party with the flag and the little bomb logo, I don't like drawing extra for a design because I feel like I'm pushing the design. Sometimes the back art never really fits with the front art. So unless it's elements I can pull back and forth, like Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat does it great, but their front designs and back designs are usually elements taken from the back and they do a great job. I just never designed my stuff like that. I design it, you know, like this whole piece will be for the front. So yeah, I don't think the Cthulhu, I think I might just put the logo on the back of it. So that was a little sidetrack, but people always ask me that. I always find that really funny. And I'm like, man, if you guys drew this, you would understand. Like, if you guys were in my head while I drew this, you would understand. Like, I'm always like, art talk. So I got a comp shirt, the Cthulhu hoodie. I think the dragon shirt's going to be its own thing. And then I do have a simpler shirt with a little skull and the big Lift Evil logo on the back, so I might put that out. I still haven't thought about what to do for this release because I'm so focused to catch up. But yeah, more banners are coming, leggings are coming. Wraps, please guys, if you want to, the wraps are great. They're brutal as fuck. They're stiff as fuck. They're approved for every fucking Fed. They're legal for every Fed except for USAPL. So grab those, and I'm going to keep restocking them all fucking year long. And you know what, man? I think that's it. I talked hour and 8 minutes. It's not that bad, man. I'm getting pretty good at this podcast stuff. And if you guys are still listening, then that must mean I'm doing real fucking good because you guys want to hear what I got to say. And I want to say what I got to say. And you know what, brother? Yeah, that's it. That's what's going to happen. God damn it. Oh, man, I should do a whole wrestling. Like, oh, yeah, brother, you don't know about the Lift Evil, brother. You don't know about the troll behind all the designs, brother. The guy that screen prints them all, that packs them all, that sends all the orders and talks mad shit, brother. The guy who lives in the caves of Jersey and drinks too much coffee. Oh, man. I'm going to fucking leave it with that. episode 2, part 2, take 2, Redux 2 is a motherfucking wrap. You guys have a great time. If you want to fucking subscribe and like on this shit on YouTube, check it out on YouTube. If you want to do all the shit on all the other stuff, Stitcher, Apple, Google, Spotify, do it. And if you like it, let me know so I can keep doing more of these. And with that, I fucking love you motherfuckers. Go suck a dick in and out. And peace.